Well, we're back here at SSOW and had the fortunate opportunity after one of our panel discussions to catch up with a long-term customer of ours, Clemmy from Nextera. You've been with us for about 2 years, which long-term for UiPath as we've grown so fast. For our customers, I'd like you to talk a little bit about your implementation and your kind of journey over the past 2 years, because it's been interesting.
Yeah. So we did start a little over 2 years ago, and when we started, we were focused on how can we build as many bots as possible. And we realized last year that probably wasn't the best approach that we should be taking. We decided that we needed to focus more from an enterprise perspective, right? So we centralized, we redid our governance, we focused on how can we get scale, replicability, we retrained all of our developers on the latest technology that UiPath had to offer. We're building out what we call, it's really funny, we call them microbots, and they're
it's
very similar to UiPath has kind of the same concept, but it's reusable snippets of code where you can plug and play, and we've been able to build automations it went from 6 weeks to about a week with these reusable snippets of code, right? So that's been really helpful. We've also been focusing on how do we showcase everything that we've done, because as a company that's been doing this for a while, you kind of get to a point where you're like, what do we work on next? And so we've been thinking about, how do we bring AI into the mix, but also how do we showcase what we've done, right? So we're building out now analytics on top of what we've been able to accomplish. So we have end-to-end our bots lifecycle showcased in dashboards that we can share out with our business units, and they're able to see, and it's generating additional ideas. Right, so the benefit really though is seeing across the different business units what are the ideas, right? Because accounts payable might be doing something that customer service is also doing, and then this centralized COE that we have now is able to say, okay, let's take a step back, let's look for an end-to-end process that we can leverage across the enterprise, and then automate one solution versus automating a bunch of different ones and taking longer and not getting the scale.
So now that you've centralized this and taken the year doing that, how do you see that helping your company and kind of moving RPA into the next level?
Right, so one of the benefits that we were able to receive by the centralization is our time to market obviously is a lot faster. We went from building 25 bots in our first year to almost 100 in our second year. So being able to get that scale is definitely there, and where we're looking to go is obviously to increase that number as much as possible. Our microbots are helping significantly. And then just trying to look for an end-to-end automation approach, right? So building in what AI technologies we want, from intelligent OCR to intelligent chatbots, and so on, to be able to just streamline and get as much automated as possible.
And you mentioned that you're doing analysis now with robots. What kind of things are you seeing from a beneficial perspective for the business units?
So, I think the benefits are really all over the place. We've seen obviously everything from your traditional hours, returns, savings, to really avoidance of risks and fines. But really, it's also, the other thing is, it's just lending a helping hand, right? So instead of our people working really long hours, we're able to have bots built for them that help them get out the door and spend more time with their family. That
employee experience, right? Exactly. I think it's sometimes it's a soft ROI, I would say, but I think it's becoming a bigger ROI at companies like, I'm not spending 70, 80 hours of work. It
has been helpful, so our employee engagement, hopefully is going in the right direction because of that. So.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for your input, as always. Great panel discussion. We hope to see you on more things with UiPath and us in the future. Thank you guys for being with us. Hopefully this gave you a little bit of input into scaling across a large enterprise with RPA and some of the benefits. Please follow us for more customer stories in the future at uipath.com, and I'll see you guys at the next show.